wanna roll with a good girl. Do it big, do it all for a good girl. One time, this is a song for the good girl.
So no. Okay, so this is gonna be a full face of Colourpop makeup, and it's mostly going to be the No Filter foundation and powder review. However, I still have some Colourpop that I haven't used that I've been wanting to film for the last month or so. As you can see, it's still in the packaging. Like, that's how trash I've been, guys. Like I said in my last video, well, one of my last videos, my motivation was out the window. But since we're back, I've decided to use the Perception palette by Shayla and Colourpop. Like, I love this palette so much, and I just haven't been into makeup, but like, it's so beautiful. And it's still in the packaging. It's brand new. So my eye look is definitely going to be using this palette. If you want to see a full tutorial on this palette, let me know. I'm also going to be using her lip gloss in the color Neat Freak. So I'm going to do that off camera so we can jump into the review. But like I said, if you want to see a separate video with this palette and a review, let me know, guys, because it is bomb. Okay, so I did my eyes off camera because it's so hot, and I don't want my phone, which is what I record on, to overheat. And that's also why I have my scarf on, because I just washed my hair and I'm trying to preserve my edges. So yeah, that's gonna stay on until the very, very end. So yes, I'm gonna try to do everything how I normally would do my makeup routine. It's so hot right now. It's like probably like 100 degrees outside, and that's crazy. So I'm gonna just do my normal makeup routine, and then we're gonna start talking about the Colourpop No Filter foundation. So I'm using my Fenty Beauty primer, and honestly, this routine is gonna be so similar to the last video. I'm not gonna explain step by step what I'm doing. If you want to see how I get my full coverage heat-proof foundation routine, make sure to watch the last video. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the Colourpop No Filter foundation, and I got the color Dark 180. And I ordered that color because they had a color match reference online, and you can pick like your favorite foundation that you wear based on like kind of most popular brands. And I wear Fenty Beauty 420, so they said this would be the closest match. The colors seem pretty similar from the bottle and packaging. You can do a side-by-side comparison. This is the Fenty Beauty 420. And there's no directions on the box, so I'm just going to use it how I would use any foundation. And it has a pump, which obviously I love. And wow, it's probably like the same color, or a little bit darker, but it's not too off. This is the Fenty Beauty, and this is the Colourpop. So I hope you guys can see it. It is very similar. It's a little bit darker than my Fenty Beauty foundation, which isn't terrible because I used to use Fenty Beauty 430, and I can put, this is 430. Oops. So 430 is right here, and that's right next to the Colourpop 180, and it's darker. So it's like right in between those two shades, if you're similar in complexion to me, for a reference. I'm gonna wipe this off now because that's a lot of big mess that I can see just getting everywhere because I'm a messy person. And yeah, see, I'm already making a mess. Like, what is that? Okay, so I prime my face with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer, and then I'm gonna go in with some Cover FX primer. Oh no, what am I saying? This is the Becca primer. Go in with some Becca Ever Matte primer. So a little bit more about the the Colourpop foundation. It was $12, and it comes in, I believe, 42 shades, and you can order it on the Colourpop's website. It's not going to be at Ulta. It is definitely an online exclusive. They said that on their Instagram page. So yeah, and then if you ordered the foundation when it launched, it also came with this free foundation brush, and it's the F16 brush. I will be using it to apply the foundation, probably not to blend it out, just because I like sponges more. And then we're gonna go in with the foundation. We're not gonna really waste time. Actually, I'm lying. I am gonna use a little bit of translucent setting powder because it is so hot, and I mean, I don't really trust any foundation right now. So I'm just gonna go into like my T-zone and like super oily spots. Like, it's so hot, right? I was like doing, it took me forever to put my lashes on because my eyes were sweating and the glue would not stick. So yeah, it's hot as heck today. So yeah, we're gonna go in with the foundation. I'm gonna use the brush to apply. Let's hope that this color match is popping. And it is a very lightweight foundation, and it's kind of watery, but not as watery as the Fenty Beauty foundation. I don't know how I'm feeling this color. It looks a little orange. It's definitely a medium to full coverage foundation. Ooh, this is looking so orange. What? This is looking so orange, guys. Alright, I'm gonna blend it out with my sponge. But so far, this is very dry. And it's not easy to blend with this brush, for me at least. So I'm gonna go in with my sponge and blend it out. And I really like a neutral foundation. Like, I have golden undertones, but I feel like if it's too golden of an undertone, it definitely oxidizes and gets orange on me. And when I'm blending this out, it doesn't look as bad. But it's definitely something I'm gonna have to work with. Alright, someone just called me and my phone went off, so I'm going back to blending. And so far, off of one pump, well, like one application to each side, it covered almost everything. I would say it's a more medium coverage foundation. Like, I can still see a little bit of my spots, but it's definitely buildable. It doesn't have a scent. Yeah, blended out, it doesn't look that bad, but woo, when I put it on, it was super orange. So I'm feeling it so far. It's so hot. I don't know if I want to put another layer on or just let this be the, what do you guys think? Should I put another layer on? I'm just gonna put a tiny bit more on, but not even like a full layer. Like, so yeah, definitely I would recommend blending this out with a sponge, but that's just how I do my makeup. Color match wise, like, I don't know what other color from their line I would have purchased, but I'm liking this color so far. Once it's blended out, it's not terrible. It scared me. Hopefully it lasts and it doesn't oxidize, but we're gonna see. The only thing I don't like about foundations like this is there's no top. It locks for sure, so it's not gonna pump. If you just twist it, it locks and you can't squeeze it out anymore. But you have to clean this off for sure when you're done using the foundation. And when I put it on, it was dry, but right now it doesn't really feel matte. Can't remember if it's a matte. I think it's like a demi or a semi-matte foundation, but yeah, it doesn't look or really feel like completely like dried down matte. Okay, so I put on my foundation, and then next I'm going to use my favorite Colourpop No Filter concealer. I use this in all of my looks, all of my videos, and it is the color Deep Tan 55. I'm going to try to do something like a little dramatic because I have like eyeshadow. So I'm just going to put a little bit more. I'm assuming that these are going to work perfectly together since I mean, they're the same brand, they're from the same line. It's launched a few months ago, or maybe like last year actually, and I've been using it for a long time. I probably need a new one. Y'all, it is so hot. I don't know why it's so hot. Like, I mean, I know why, but like, why is it so hot? Like, I can't. So yeah, I'm blending out this on my forehead, and so far it's blending out as it would on my other foundations. Woo. We are getting snatched today. We are about to be snatched. I can already tell, because this is blending out so beautifully, like always. Okay, so I blended out my under eye concealer, and I like it. You guys like it? If you don't, it's fine. I like it. So I'm gonna blend out my nose. Okay, so my foundation and under eye concealer is done. The next thing I bought from the Colourpop collection is the No Filter setting powder in the color Banana. It comes in 3 colors: translucent, banana, and then a dark color. And I didn't want to get the dark color because I wanted something to set my under eye concealer from Colourpop, and the dark one is going to be like skin tone or way too dark. And the banana one is perfect. Well, hopefully it's going to be perfect for brightening and setting my concealer. Y'all, I am so hot. Like, I need to hurry up and set. So let's hurry up and do that. So, it comes in a like top like this. And I forgot to say the foundation is less than an ounce. It's actually 0.85 fluid ounces, and most foundations are 1 ounce. So you do get a little less product, but it's a lot cheaper too. So it's kind of a trade-off. And I'm using a damp sponge to set my under eye concealer. And it is very finely milded. And it has no smell to it. Woo! We're gonna have to take pictures fast, honey. Fast. Okay, this side of my under eye is doing some weird thing where like it's separating. And I don't know if it's because I'm like sweating profusely or if it's not blended out. Alright, I just took a dry sponge to kind of blend out my concealer a little bit more. It looks better. I don't think this sponge is gonna work, because it's like separating my foundation and my concealer from each other. So it's doing something weird when I apply powder. Like, I can see. I don't know what's going on. I've never really had that problem before. So I'm gonna go in with this dry Yes It's Dirty sponge to set my nose. Don't hate me. Okay. I think it looks pretty good. I made it work. Okay, so my under eye is set. The powder feels good on my skin. It definitely brightened my under eye a lot more. And the concealer obviously brightened it. And the foundation looks good. Like, I don't really have any complaints. Besides, like, the initial swatch on my skin was very orangey. But blending it out, it looks really good. So, it's popping so far. If it can withstand this heat in the next video I'm going to record, we will see. I will let you guys know. But, yeah. Okay, so then next thing I got was the Colourpop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the color Deep Dark. I thought this was going to be dark enough to contour with, but it doesn't look like it is. It actually comes with this nice mirror. And then this is the color. So It's definitely not gonna be dark enough for me to contour with, so I'm gonna use it just to set my face, kind of like how I use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. And since it's sheer, it shouldn't really add too much color or coverage. It should just like set my foundation in place. And I'm gonna powder contour, so I don't have to worry about putting a cream on top of a powder. But it's like a powder that you use for like touch-ups and to like kind of set and smooth out the skin. I think, oh yeah, and also both powders are $9 each, so they're very affordable compared to like a normal press and setting powder. So yeah, all I really did was just like smooth out my foundation and make everything kind of blend together. You know, this is cool. I have my other powders, so I mean, it's a good cheap alternative. I'm not hating on it, but is it necessary? It looks good, and it probably will work well if you buy the foundation. So then I'm just gonna contour lightly. If you guys know me, I don't really like contouring. You guys like the new Beyonce and Jay-Z album? Cause like that's all I've been playing, like all day. All day. It is popping. I really didn't think Beyonce was gonna come out with an album. I thought she was gonna go on tour and perform the same old songs. So now I gotta like go to her concert, and it's like the week before my birthday. So I'm like, man, I'm going to see Drake that week too. So now I want to see Beyonce. Okay, so this is the finished look for today. I am going to cook and film another video and do some stuff around the house and just see like how this look holds up for the next few hours. It's super hot, so if it doesn't last like super long, I'm not gonna like blame the foundation. I might just use it on another day. But so far I really like it. It's not my favorite foundation, but it does a really good job of covering all my scars, and I only had to use minimal amount of product for it to be, you know, pretty full coverage. I'm also wearing the Makeup Shayla and Colourpop Perception Palette collab on my eyes. So if you guys want to see a video with all of that, like I said, make sure to let me know. And then I have the color Neat Freak on my lips, and this gloss is bomb. The only thing I don't like about this gloss is the applicator because it's so tiny. But, you know, that's just like nitpicking. Other than that, the gloss is like perfectly like soft, and it's not sticky at all, and it gives you a really pretty shine. It's really just a nude gloss with some rose gold reflex shimmer, but it's so pretty, especially pair it with like a nice neutral but still kind of pop and boom and eye look. From the palette, I used the color IE, Revenge, Thick, and Culture. So yeah, that's enough about the palette. We're gonna come back in a few hours and talk about this makeup look. Okay, so this is about a 5-hour check-in, and I just wanted to talk about the foundation. I mean, overall, I did like it. I did break down around my nose area and get oily, and I haven't blotted. And I didn't wear it for a full 8-hour day because I told you guys I did it pretty late in the day. After pretty much day was over, so I did like cook, and it's like super hot in my apartment right now. So, you know, I'm not gonna just throw it away. I'm gonna try it a little bit more, but on first impressions, it's not the best foundation, but it's pretty good. Like if you're looking for a drugstore or an affordable foundation, I would definitely try to pick this up. I will say I love this tons and tons better than the Maybelline Superstay foundation. I tried to film that like 3 times and I just didn't like it, and I didn't like the quality of the video. I just didn't look good even from like initial application. So I will say like I like this Colourpop foundation a lot more. I'm gonna try it again, maybe on like a less hot day where I'm not in 100-degree weather, maybe like 85 and 87-degree weather. But yeah, like I said, it's a cool foundation, not the best, not the worst. I think everybody should just give it a try. I love the concealer. The setting powder worked pretty well. Like I'm not creasing that much. And then like the pressed powder was just okay. So if you had to pick up anything from the collection, definitely try the loose setting powders and try one of the foundations. And obviously I love the Colourpop concealer, so maybe you should get that just to complement everything together. So if you guys like this video and you like my look or you like the foundation, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments below. I love you guys, and thanks, and have a great day.